So there's a misconception that life abroad is all supposed to be rosy. Like, people think that the moment you come to abroad, you're supposed to be rich. Like, I just brought in someone. I just want her to educate us, to let us know the other side that people are not telling us. Just in case you're thinking about coming to Europe, I don't want you to just think about the rosy aspects. Yes, it's good to think about the rosy aspects, but you have to know whatever this whole thing entails before you pack your things to come to Europe. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Aisha, but I prefer to be called Hajia.
When did you come to France?
I came to France in 2020.
Why did you decide to come to France?
Basically, I came to France for school.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I wanted to change the environment for study, so I decided to come to France.
So are you trying to say that the schools in Ghana are not good enough?
Oh, no, I told you I wanted to change the environment.
Are you sure that's the only reason?
That is the only reason.
So you don't have any other reason for coming to France?
And I wanted to learn French.
How has it been for you?
Life abroad. It's a lot. The goods, the bads, the ups, the downs. Life here, I would say it's not that easy. It doesn't mean that we want to discourage anybody. Here, you need to get your things right. Especially finance. If your finance are very, very limited, seriously, things are going to be...
If you're not on scholarship too, you really suffer.
Exactly. If you're not on scholarship, that makes everything worse. Yes. If there is any other word than worse, I would have used it. If you don't have scholarship, trust me, it's really, really going to be very tough.
I believe that before you came to France, you had your own perception about life abroad.
To me, I would say I have people abroad already, but I wouldn't say that it was presented to me that it is so rosy. I had this perception that when you come, things are going to be better. I knew that when you come, you needed to put in the effort. A percentage of us back home feels like the moment you get here, I was saying this earlier, there is a ladder that you just climb on it. We have the monies over the you just plug out everything and then you send home. But trust me, it takes a lot. Me, at a particular point, let me be honest with you, I wanted to go back. And as at that point, if I had the 500 euros to buy a plane ticket, probably I wouldn't have been here with you today, telling you what I've been through for the past 2 years. At a point, I really wanted to go that my account was just 000. If I had something in my account...
I've actually had like minus before, like I was owing my bank.
Please.
Like,
I can go to minus 200
the other time, I checked my account and it was minus 50. I'm like, what happened? Why am I owing? Like,
you know, we are very young at this young age that we get opportunity to be here. If you don't take care, here it is easy to get depression. It's easy to have all the negative vibes if you don't take care. Every day and then people committing suicide on the railways, on the train stations. Yeah, you need 3 things. You need yourself. You have to be so good in faith, like as to have your faith, and then you need to have God. You don't need somebody to come and console you.
People don't even have time for you.
People don't have time for you. Everybody's busy. Somebody told me that, are you sure when you get back to your country you'll be able to work as a lady? I was like, why do you say that? Because you're always running. If you don't do that, you cannot eat. You cannot survive. You cannot pay your rent. You cannot pay your bills.
And bills will slap you.
Here, everything is you, because I cannot call my mother and tell my mommy that, please send me money. I'm from Ghana.
I mean, she's rather expecting money from
me.
Not the other way
exactly.
Around.
So if I call my mommy that I need money, how much is my mommy going to send to get to 100 euros? What can 100 euros do for me here as I'm sitting here? You need to be well prepared. You need to be ready for the hustle.
Okay. Yeah.
You need to be ready for everything. You need to be ready to sleep outside, maybe to sleep in the cold.
Wow.
You need to be ready to do what you don't even expect yourself to do. Please, I'm not talking about...
No, I actually get what you're saying, because some time ago, a friend of mine said that there are some jobs that some Ghanaians or like some people are actually doing here, some Africans are actually doing here.
Oh, yes.
That when they go back home, like they wouldn't have done that job. Like,
you wouldn't go and then clean old men filth. Let me put it that way. Somebody has done his mess or her mess, and you're going to clean, and you still need papers, legit papers to go and do that cleaning. At a point, I had to sleep outside. I need to be frank. I need to make my people out there to know the reality. Of nobody, it is only you. You don't want the families to feel bad. You don't want the families to know what exactly you're going through, so you try to keep everything to yourself. If you don't take care, you might meet our own people who try to give you the bad influence, or who try to tune your mind as to do this, do that, to be able to survive. But trust me, that is not the best way. That is not.
And not to catch you off, just recently I was telling someone that I would end my contract soon, and the person was asking me, oh, like, what happens after? I'm like, oh, when I end my contract, I think I'll just go back to Ghana. And the person was like, can't you just get someone to impregnate you so that you can give birth and stay here? I'm like, please, like,
let me chip in also. At a point where I needed help, because when I got here, I was supposed to get a scholarship, and when I got here, everything changed because of COVID and everything.
Yeah,
things changed. My scholarship couldn't come through, so I need to fund myself for everything. There were these people that I was introduced to, and then I was told they could help me, and then they were actually demanding that either this is how I'm just quoting them directly, that why are you just disturbing yourself? Madam, you are here. Do you think we are in China? Do you think we are in Japan? You are here already. Get somebody to impregnate you. Give birth. Give birth, and then everything will be okay.
wow.
Wow. You know, when we started, you asked me a question that what brought me to France.
Yeah.
That wasn't the reason why I came to France.
Yeah, you need to have a vision.
They gave me all the necessary advice that they could, but it is up to you. At a particular point, I didn't even have a laptop to learn. And you know, here is abroad. Everything is technology. At the point, my professors were thinking this guy is not serious, because it's like I came here not prepared, but that was not it.
Yeah.
You got verbal promises, and then you get here, and then everybody tried to turn their back against you. That they would have to sack me from where I was living because the scholarship didn't go through. You need to pay. How are you going to pay if you don't have the strength to finance yourself?
No bother.
Because at a point where you were on a -6 degrees, that time, you don't even have manteau like jacket,
Coat, yeah.
the coat, you don't even have it. And you would have to be perching, not somebody's room. Right now, when we get down, you see people that are trying to place their mattresses on the road. They're going to sleep, so you need to just perch with them. But you are in school, you are schooling. What I would tell people watching this right now is, a lot is what is going on. I'll be very glad that whoever is watching this right now, if you decide to travel, if you are young like us, I believe you're going to have certificates that are going to help you to apply for a school. Apply for a school, whether for bachelor's, whether for master's, whether for maybe just a diploma, or maybe just a 6-month course. You could apply, and it is easy to get abroad. Or you don't get to abroad, somebody promised you, I'm going to give you a place to lay your head. It is not easy to get work. Being a cleaner takes everything to be a cleaner.
No.
I wanted to leave because somebody's wondering, then why didn't you leave? I came across this particular lady, and she's called Alima. And then Alima at that point was a godsend. Because at that point she gave me a place to lay my head. She gave me shelter. She gave me food. Like, she literally gave me everything at that particular point. If not for Alima, probably I would have died out of this cold weather. I'm doing my MBA, so I'm supposed to feel okay. I'm supposed to feel at home. I'm supposed to be okay, but I don't have a scholarship. I need to pay my school fees. That is what I'm saying, that if you don't have that support, that thing, what makes here difficult, I would say, is finance. If you have finance, it is so enjoyable. You know, you can attest to it. If you have the finances, it's so easy to enjoy life. It is so easy to have fun. And then trust me, people are actually lying. You know, people are showing off, making people feel like, hey, when you are here, you can buy the necessary clothes. You can buy me. When I tell you that since I came
social media,
some of our people are deceiving. Some of our people will let you feel like, oh, when you get here, it is so rosy, it is going to be so easy. No, it is not like that. Me, when I came here, I spent almost a year without job. Ask yourself, how did
you survive?
how did I survive?
Wow. Wow.
Life abroad, it is a whole story on its own. If you have the finance, or if you have the necessary thing that will make your life here easier, why not?
Yeah,
we are all still here, right? Getting work abroad, it is not easy. I've done cleaning before, femme de ménage. Most works that you think that you will not do. Shop attendant. Probably in Ghana, why would I go and be a cleaner?
A cleaner.
Don't think that we are discouraging you. As I said, nobody is discouraging you. If you want to come and make money in France, bring money. You use money to make money.
True.
Those that we see on social media, if I tell you the kind of work they are doing here, and then they will go back, take their shower, and then wear their clothes, and then go to Towerfell and then take picture, and then come back home, and then come and sleep for 2 hours, wake up and go back, you don't believe it. So if you really want to come, the most easiest way is through school or through especially for Europe, they have their agencies for schools. Like France have Campus France, Germany has one, I've forgotten the name, I think UK also have one. You can pass through all these agencies abroad. Talking about France, for instance, when you want to be here and you want to be come school here, it is so easy with Campus France.
Yeah,
you just apply through them, and then they would assist you with everything until you get your visa. But trust me, the scholarship, the better. Something that I would also give an advice: if you want to come here, whether through school or anything, you would have to get at least a handiwork. When I talk about handiwork, be a craft person. Like whether you learn to be a tiler, you learn mason, you learn plumbing, you learn how to drive. It's important.
Yeah, driving is actually very
Driving is
essential.
important. Get a driving license before you come. If you are a lady, you can learn how to braid.
Because this thing, someone told me 75 euros just to braid
75 euros is cheap. You know it's cheap, right?
It's cheap.
Well, it's cheap because you can just go, just retouch. Retouch, you just want to retouch, and they'll tell you 50 euros. Hey! If you have this kind of work, you will be able to do your own flyers and ask people. You can, because
on campus,
on people retouching for 50 euros, you can do yours for 30 just to get a lot of people to be able to braid. So when you are coming and everything is fine for you, you can buy your scissors, you buy towels, you get your dryer, everything, you put it in your bag, you bring it. You should be able to use your hands to do something that could fetch you money.
That's true. Just make sure you have something, okay? Like, even if it's not the scholarship, like you have some money before coming, you have your apartments before coming. Like, if you're coming to stay with someone, it shouldn't be for long, because after some time they will just
no, if that thing shouldn't even cross your mind. Don't even think like I have somebody to come and stay with. Let me tell you something. If you want to stay with somebody, the person will not tell you that I don't want you in my house. Nobody in abroad wants somebody in their house. Let's be sincere and honest. Because at the end of the day, if you bath, I'll also bath. At the end of the day, if I bath, your price will go up. Try to get your apartment, get your own stuff, everything. So that, my dear, you wouldn't fall. You wouldn't be a victim as myself. Get your own money.
That's your money.
If not,
get money.
If not, you can't survive
love.
in abroad.
Love. There's the downs, like a lot of downs, like especially when like you are very new to the environment, like you really, if you don't take it, you really mess up, like there are lots of things that can really prevent you from improving or achieving what you want to achieve. A lot of downs. But I mean, I think most of them will be from money, like finances and all. So just get your money before coming. Like, don't depend on someone. Don't, like she said, don't depend on verbal promises that my uncle's uncle, best friend, my neighbor's wife, somewhere in Canada said that, when I come, I should come and sleep there. Like, please don't. I don't know, like a lot of people are struggling because of all these things. So please, just like get everything intact. If you don't have your papers, don't just come and then use someone's papers and then work for the person. My neighbor was telling me about the mother working into someone's account because the mother doesn't have her own papers, and so now the mother was going for her money from the one with the papers, and then the woman said no, so a lot of issues, and the other woman can't even complain or fight for the money because the woman can go and report that she doesn't have papers, you know. So please,
and it's illegal to even use somebody's
papers
documents to work.
So
and it's been happening. Let me add this to it. Our people also here are being very wicked on that, because if they feel like you don't have a document, I'll give you my document to go and work, and at the end of the day the money is in my account. I choose to give it to you or not. It is sad when you get to Sendini, that is not Paris, and you check the way our people are homeless.
Like there are lots of blacks on the street.
And then the police are on them like they are animals. Sorry to say. As if they are not humans. The life that they predicted has not been like that. The life that they perceived, the life that people made them. I wouldn't come and sit here and make you feel like life is easy for me here. Let me chip in this. I have 7 days in a week. I go to my part-time job 4 days. I go to school 3 days. I go to part-time job Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I go to school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't have a particular day for myself that I will say, today, a whole day, I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to sleep. I don't have that.
No wonder it was so hard to get you for this video.
And it's not as if you're making something, because at the end of the day, you should be able to pay your room. I should be able to pay my school fees. So if you don't take care, you would end up being like a robot. Abroad will control your life. Abroad will make you feel like you are the television, and then they are the remote. And then they will be just changing as to where you want. They will just be, shaping, just be twisting your life.
True.
I don't envision myself staying in this country the rest of no.
Me neither.
No, I don't envision. I want to reach at a point where I know I could at least, start something in my country,
live
and then build myself over there. Seriously, I wouldn't come and lie, or I wouldn't come and let you feel like I want to stay in here. The only I was telling someone that here, the only thing that I see that they have good buildings, they have good weather, and they have good value for money. There's nothing good again than my country.
Yeah, true. Get proper documents, get your scholarships, get someone to help you, like your parents or something, get a contract, like the job I'm doing is contracts, so I know that as I'm coming, my money is there, this, that that makes life easier for me.
Exactly,
like
because
I'm not struggling.
You have before you were coming, you had a contract that at the end of the month, I'm going to be paid.
Yes. You have a job.
Me, I have nothing as a contract that at the end of the month somebody's going to pay.
So you can only enjoy abroad if you have things sorted, or things put in the correct places, like your scholarship, your school,
and you
your
have
work,
documents
your
documents that could find you job.
Yeah, your legit
as easy
documents.
as possible.
Just get all those things and then you can enjoy. If not, I'm very sure you go through what we talked about, and we don't want you to go through that. That's why we decided to make this video to clear things, because I just feel like a lot of people are talking about the rosy aspect and nobody's really coming out to talk about the muddy aspect, That's why we made this video. Thank you so much, Haji, with that. Subscribe. Let me know what you want to know next, and then I try and convince someone or bring her again, even though she's always busy.
Oh yes, sure.